Boxing truth here. Canelo Alvarez is still a golden boy fighter, as the trial pretty much went golden boy's way, as they weren't found guilty of any wrongdoing. Pretty much got away scot-free, as Canelo was the only one that took a hit and was ordered to pay $8.5 million to his former promoter in All-Star Boxing, a figure he plans to appeal with his team, as Golden Boy will continue to stand by him. But as a result of the case, Golden Boy can now move on and plan ahead for Canelo's career. Canelo can move on with his career. He's a Golden Boy fighter, and now they can plan ahead to what's next, as they already have holds in place at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas for September 17th. Golden Boy does. Also the T-Mobile Arena, as well. They received an offer to fight in Dallas Cowboys Stadium. And New York is also very interested in staging a Canelo fight, but that's the most least likely destination for Canelo's next fight, since it's getting very pricey to hold events in the state of New York. So, of course, everyone wants to know who the hell Canelo is fighting next. I've seen countless videos of it about who he may fight, but it's not the most accurate or just not the most likely scenarios people are saying he may fight. Now Canelo has not made a decision on what weight he wants to campaign at. That's why he's not rated by the WBC in either of those divisions, junior middleweight and the middleweight division, as he's yet to make up his mind. He's yet to tell the WBC of his desire of where he wants to campaign at. So that's why he's not rated. Also, from the names being mentioned, I'm pretty sure Liam Smith is definitely not going to happen. It's just being thrown out there. He's been on the list, but it's the least likely opponent he will fight. Canelo has stated to Golden Boy that he wants the best fight available, whether that's 154 or 160. And of course, at 160, the best fight available is Triple G. It's the biggest money fight at 160, the most lucrative, the most rewarding. Also with pride and glory attached to it and 3 belts. So it's a lot to turn down, a fight like that. But it's also a very dangerous, risky fight, which is why Canelo may not take that fight, at least for right now. They have a short window period for when this fight could be signed, sealed, and delivered, for when Canelo's next fight can be negotiated and signed. So they have a shorter time frame than usual. It's gonna be relatively quick who they choose the opponent. I expect an announcement within a couple of weeks, as they have to promote the fight and get everything in motion for Canelo's next fight, as he's firm on coming back the 17th, as it looks like Mayweather's really gonna retire, or maybe fight Conor McGregor on December 31st. Whatever. Nobody cares. But as for Canelo's next opponent, Miguel Cotto rematch was brought up by Golden Boy's matchmaker, Eric Gomez. And it's understandable. The first fight did business. According to reports, the numbers were not finished being counted, and now it's being reported they did 930,000 pay-per-view buys for that fight for Cotto and Canelo. And Cotto is waiting for that fight. That's why he's on the shelf. He's hoping Canelo will fight him again, because that's the fight he needs in order to fulfill his last fight with Rock Nation. It's a fight that could still do business, but it really depends on who's really interested in the rematch. I know I'm not interested. Not really, but it's a good fight for Canelo. A very winnable fight for him. A name fighter. A fight that did business the last time. Good business. So it looks like it's very, very possible that Canelo could be fighting Cotto again, simply because of the business they did before, and also it's a it's a good fight for Canelo, and I see Canelo knocking out Cotto in a rematch if it was to happen. I really can't see the Golovkin fight happening, not at this shorter time frame, where it'll have to be announced quick and then they'll have to promote it quick. I really don't see it happening in September. But maybe they can do a deal where they guarantee that they'll fight in May after another interim fight. But yeah, I don't see it happening. It's not dead. It's still being discussed. It's still being considered. But ultimately, they may push the fight back in order to give it a proper promotion. It still does need to be marinated, considering Canelo's yet to fight at middleweight. But if he fights Cotto, I'm not really sure the overall reaction to that fight. I mean, y'all let me know what y'all think. Would y'all be interested in Cotto and Canelo? Probably not. But who else could he fight that can make the most business sense and the type of business that Golden Boy's looking for Canelo's next fight? They can't do shit with a Liam Smith. Doubt the Charlo brothers will be considered. They're in Golden Boy's in litigation with Heyman, so I don't see those fights happening. Demetrius Andre doesn't have a belt. Nah, it's not gonna happen. So there's some options, but options that the fans are not really gonna look forward to. Not a Cotto rematch. Nah, that's not the most desirable fight. I'd rather see Canelo fight David Lemieux, to be honest, than that fight. I'd rather see Canelo take on a top 10 middleweight to give more confidence to the fans that he'll fight Triple G, as early as May of next year. So I'd rather see him fight David Lemieux over a Cotto rematch. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Who do you think Canelo's gonna fight next of the names being considered? Do you think a Triple G fight, a Cotto rematch, a Manny Pacquiao fight, a David Lemieux, a Liam Smith? And if it's not Golovkin, who do you want Canelo to fight next if it's not Triple G? This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.